Thank you, Madam President. My honorable colleagues, I rise to offer amendments that can be found at LC 2047/62. For those of you who were awake at around 2 in the morning last week watching the House debate their budget, you'll recognize this as an amendment introduced by Minority Leader Brian Newberry. And hearing him talk, I thought, what a shame that it's 1:30 in the morning and no one's paying attention. This amendment, to summarize, would eliminate the tax that we're about to impose on taxi drivers and pay for it with a certain amount of money to come out of our legislative grant program. There's been some coverage about what our legislative grant program is, the good that it does, because there are a lot of worthy causes that are supported by it. A lot of good people are helped. But it's been criticized by many as a legislative slush fund. It's not budgeted by deserving organizations. They don't come to us and seek they don't come and give input at the Finance Committee and receive their grants based on individual appropriations. It's this fund that is dispensed at the discretion of the leadership. And the entire confidence of the public has to be placed in the leadership's discretion. A number of us don't take legislative grants because we don't feel that this is an appropriate way to distribute taxpayer money. I am impressed that based on this criticism, the Senate has implemented enhancements. I remember receiving correspondence from the leadership earlier in this session indicating what the new rules would be. Everything looks great with paperwork and applications and checking on the tax status of the organizations, and I applaud that responsibility. I did notice in these enhancements that there's a requirement that all of the requests for each fiscal year be posted online by April 14th. Only yesterday I noticed, actually only this morning I noticed, that legislative grant appropriations for this year are not posted on the General Assembly website. That gives me some hope that the leadership will support this amendment. Let's get rid of this tax on taxi drivers. Madam President, I was in Newport on Friday night, and some taxi drivers recognized my legislative plate, and they came up and personally appealed to me to do everything I could to intervene to make sure this is not imposed on them. I got an email today with somewhat of a clever line that said, we're taxing the wrong 1%. These are low-wage earners, an average salary around $24,000 a year. And I'm going to leave it with this one comment, and again, echoing the words of my colleague across the hall, Representative Newberry, when he said, these are the working poor. These are the working poor that the Democratic Party has always said that it represents. So I would ask you to stand up and join me in supporting them. This is a small change. It has neutral consequence to the budget. It should be easy for each one of you to press this green button, send this one small change back across the House, and let's just do something right tonight. Thank you.
Senator Hodgson moves the amendment, seconded by Senator Marr, Senator Arellano, Senator Kettle, and Senator Shimpley.